In this video, you will learn how to insert a text content block on your web page. I've created a new page and added a section, in this case a 3-column section, and I've edited the section and specified that the column widths would be split up 50% to the left, 25 in the middle, and 25 on the right. Now, let's add that text. Click on Add Content. The sidebar opens with the content block choices. I need to scroll down to find the one titled Text. Click on that. And another sidebar opens with the Rich Text Editor frame. In this, you are able to write text, paste text, and format text. To speed things up for this tutorial video, I have copied a block of text from another source, and I will place it here. So now I have a nice big block of text, and if that's all I need to do, then really I'm done, and I can click on the Save button at the bottom of the sidebar. Now the Layout Editor screen shows my text in my content block of choice, and if that's all I want to do with the text, I can now click Save and Publish, Save as Draft, and I'm done. But let's see how to do a little bit more with the text content block. I'll go back to edit the layout, and to edit this text content block I will click on the little pencil icon in the upper right and then select Edit. The sidebar opens again. Here in the Rich Text Editor we have many different ways to format text and to add more content inside a text block. So let's look at those. Here at the top we have the icon bar with various function icons. The first one I want to show you is actually the last one on the row of icons, and that is this four-headed arrow. If you click on that, you change the Rich Text Editor to a full screen viewer, and this may make it much easier for you to edit the text depending on how much you have and what you want to do with it. Use the same icon to toggle back to the smaller view where it's only in the sidebar. Let me use that for now. At the far left you have familiar icons for cutting, copying, and pasting, and I'll show you that paste has a drop-down list that indicates you can paste as plain text, or if you're copying specifically from a Word document, use this entry to paste that text. Now these show you that you can't actually click on these selectors. If you do, it will show you an error message. That doesn't work. So it does give you the keystrokes to use, either Control-V or Control-Shift-V, depending on if you're pasting regular text or if you want to paste plain text. We recommend always using paste as plain text, so use Control-Shift-V, or on a Mac, Command-Shift-V. You have the familiar go back arrow if you want to undo something you've just done, or if you want to redo. You have text style selectors for headings and normal text. The size selector that allows you to change the size of the font. You have the familiar icons for bold, italics, underline, and strike through text. Then subscript and superscript. This next one is important to know if you paste text from a source and it looks very scrambled. This removes all formatting. So if you select a block of text, you can click on that icon and it will take out any embedded formatting that may not be visible. These icons allow you to indent a block of text. For instance, this is a paragraph. If I now click on this icon, it moves it over, and I can move it back. These icons give you left justify, center justify, and right justify. We'll skip these for the moment and come back to them. This icon is to make a list of items a numbered list, and the one next to it is to take a list and make it a bulleted or non-numbered list. This one allows you to make a block of text a quote to set it aside. This one inserts a line in the middle of your text block. For instance, if I place the cursor here and then click on that icon, it puts a line between the two paragraphs. This icon allows me to insert a special character, and if I click on it, it opens a chart with various choices. Some of them are just the regular alphabet and other things that are on your keyboard, but other characters here may be different and unusual. So for instance, this diamond I can insert here at the beginning of this paragraph. This icon allows you to specify if the text is read from left to right, and the one next to it correspondingly if the text is read from right to left. This is the find icon. If you want to do a global find and replace, or simply find a word in a larger block of text, click on that icon and it opens a working box. You can fill in what you want to find, or if you want to replace a certain word, find what and replace with. The icon next to that is similar. It just opens the same working box but with the Replace tab already highlighted. This is the spell check icon. You can toggle it on or off depending on your preference. Now we'll go back and look at those middle icons that have to do with making hyperlinks. But before we see how to use them, I'm going to switch back to the smaller rich text editor. If you want to make a hyperlink, it's normal to highlight a block of text, select a block of text, and then turn that into the link. So I've chosen this section of text here. Now I go up to the link icon, click on that, and it opens the link working box. There are several types of links, and for now we're going to focus on the URL type. You can do two things with this. You can either link to another page on your website or a media item, or you can link to a separate website altogether. At this point I'm going to link to a page, so down here in this space titled URL, I'm going to start typing the title of the page. And a list is auto-suggested. Content means pages, media means media items. I want a page link, so I'll select this one, and then I can click on OK. And that's it. Now let's say I also want to create another link to the media item itself, and that will then be available to download for the visitor upon clicking on this link. So I highlight this text string, come back to the link icon, leave it on URL, and now in the space I type the same thing again because this media item happens to have the same title, and I choose the option here under media. Having done that, I go down to the bottom of the sidebar and click on Save. Then I'll save my page, and we'll see what happens. I've made two links. One goes to a page on my website, and the other is to download the actual media item. So if I click on the page link, it opens that page on my website. If I go back and click on the download link, in this browser it automatically downloads, as you see at the bottom of the frame here. Let's learn more about using links on a web page. We're going to edit this same page again, and then we're going to edit the content block with text in it. And once again I've prepared a piece of text to use for a new link. I select it, I click on the link icon, the link working box opens, I leave the type as URL, but now here in the space, instead of typing a page title or media title, I'm going to type the URL for the other website. Now when we're making a link to another website, there's one more important feature to include, and that is that when the visitor clicks on this link, it doesn't overwrite your own website. We want to leave that open for the visitor to easily find again. So let's make sure the new website opens in a separate tab or window. To do that, click on this tab called Target, open the drop-down list, and select the option New Window. Then we can click on OK to close the working box. Go to the bottom of the sidebar and click Save. Save the page, and let's see how it works. So you see here at the top that a new tab has opened with the website that I have linked to, but it leaves my website, my Wildfire website, open on the original tab. That way the visitor can easily go back to it. Now let's look at making an anchor on the page. This is a good example where we have a little bit more text and you can be down below the bottom of it before you're finished reading it all. So let's say I want to make a link to the top of the text block. To do that, it's a two-step process. First of all, I need to go to the top, insert my mouse cursor, and then click on this flag icon. This is to create an anchor point. So the anchor properties working box opens. All I need to do is give it a name. I'll say top. Now I can go back and make this a link back to that anchor point. So I highlight to select the text, I click on the link icon. Now I go back to link type and I choose link to anchor in the text and select that. It will ask me what the name of the anchor point is. I've called it top, and I click on OK. Let's see how that works. Save the sidebar, save the layout, and here we have this long text. So I'm scrolling and reading. I get down to the bottom of the text. I want to jump back to the top, so I click on this link and it moves me more or less to the top within the limitations of the browser and other settings.